hive cluster is under attack.
Live for the swarm.
Hey there, StarCraft fans, Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Today, it's going to be Polestar, it's going to be Light and Soma, two guys very capable of winning ASL 21. They are still alive at the time of this casting. Light may have lost by the time you see this, but Soma took down Hero in the round of 8. Top right, it is Light. Bottom right, it is Soma. These two guys know each other extremely well. Should be a good one here today for your Patreon cast for the week of May the 10th, 2026. If you're watching this in May 2026, thanks for being a patron of mine at patreon.com/FalconPaladin. You're the best. The monthly support you give to me on Patreon, all of the money goes to me instead of to the platform. Patreon has a sweet deal with me because I've been there for 10 years. So if you're looking for a way to support Falcon monetarily on a monthly basis where 99.999% of the money goes to me instead of to the platform you're supporting me on, that's a great place to go. All right, so if you're watching this, I guess in June? June comes after May, right? 2026. Tap that like button. You can hype me as well. You can do all sorts of great stuff to support, subscribe to, trying to get to 100,000 subs. We are at a total of 70 right now, and there's an overpool here from Soma. So, playing it safe on a 4-player map. Keeping it close to home here too, actually. Barracks, he's doing this basically like it's a PvT. Did Soma come in as random? And he's just playing it safe? Because this is how you do this to deal with zealots that show up at your base. It's not as good against lings because lings can slip between these gaps, whereas zealots cannot. I'm kind of intrigued by this placement. Steve the SCV on the move out and the scout here at 145. He wants to know what's going on. Here the Overlord flipped the coin, got the wrong idea, and is heading the wrong way to find anywhere. There might be some Terran. There might be some Terran there, let's be real, but there's not. There's the expansion at 159 almost too. So there's the gas too. So it was a pool, hatch, gas build here from Soma. Very, very, very middle of the road. You get the hatch up fairly soon. It's not a crazy early pool. You got more drones than with a 4 pool, for example, which isn't really a build, but the CPU does it sometimes. Sometimes we add a CPU into our free-for-alls on the live streams, and someone got 4 pooled and killed by one. No, actually almost killed, but they survived. And then if you can, to deal with the early rush from the CPU, Protoss, Terran, and Zerg, you can kind of just beat them from there. It's not that big of a deal. So, what do we got? We got Marine on the move out. We've got an expansion for Light at 2 minutes and 46 seconds. No, he made another Marine. Hold on, he's delaying. He's worried. He sees the lings coming across and says, never mind. SCV blocks the ramp. Marines behind it. We're cool, but a little bit of in a danger zone. Marines, yes, another SCV comes in. Bonk. Puts itself in the wall, and this is not going to get any damage. This is why we scout. Because if the lings show up and you're trying to build a command center, you got to cancel the command center. But if you scout, then you don't build the command center. You wall off, you lose nothing. And then you build the command center once you're safe enough to do so. Great stuff here from Light. Just playing it extremely safe, reacting perfectly to what's happening here. Lair on the way. Sub 3-minute time on that. Obviously, not going to be incredibly solid on the time because it's not a hatch into a spire. It's an overpool into a spire, but it'll be fine from Soma. Not worried about him. If you're worried about him, well, goodness, just watch him win ASL 20, and you will have fewer concerns about him, I can tell you that much. Gas coming in, but timing for upgrades at academies and engineering bays, not for mech. Could be Valkyries, right? Light likes his Valkyries. He's very good with them. He can really shut down, mute, or harass with a couple good Valks. The lings make the counter run by. Like, can we kill? Yeah, we can pause construction on this command center. Force the Marines to come down here to try to save the CC, dude. But then on the other side of it, yay, do you have any Sunkens? Do you have any lings? No, awesome. Got to cancel on the second base, but there are 5 Marines inside and 2 lings. Drones, pull, drones, fight, lings, come back home. Good micro here from Light. Drones are pretty good fighters against unupgraded Marines, but oh my gosh, they have to fall back. It's so much lost mining time. Yeah, I think Light's made up for the fact that he just lost his second base, had to cancel it. This is all of the lost mining time now. At 4.5 minutes. It's going to delay Mutalisks. It's going to delay so much. Finally, the drones get back to work, but what is this? This is 5 guys on minerals right now. 5. I guess there are more of them down here at the natural. 4 of them Ooh, 24 to 12 workers. No SCVs have died today. The second base getting canceled sucks. Maybe he's going to build it inside the main now. He probably will just start that up at this point. Probably want a second base, right? Getting stim, getting an engineering bay, getting more marines. He's really worried about these guys, which is, you know, fair and just. Why is he opening up his own choke? That's a weird thing. That's helping him defend against these lings. He knows that, right? Why is he killing the egg? I mean, it means you can get down a little bit more easily without going single file, but I guess that's what the idea is. He wants to come down here, but he doesn't want to go down like 2 at a time. He wants to go maybe 4 at a time. It's easier, more surface area. There's a stim, and he's like, all right, screw it, we go. We've got stim now. Let's go. Let's do this. And he does chase the lings away. They heard that stim. They said, damage output from the Marines just got increased quite a bit. Let's not do that. Muta on the way, and I really mean Mutalisk on. Did he just cancel it? No, he made 1 Mutalisk. I mean, I'm not even sure if you need a turret against 1 Mutalisk. There's not one, mind you. Engineering bay exists, plus when attack is on the way. Turret production is now. But look at this. When's the last time I saw a single Muta attack? When's the last time? The Lings got into the natural. They're going to get the SCV again. Oh my gosh, the delay on this base is murderous for Light, but the delay on the economy for Soma is also bad. If Soma hadn't lost some drones and some Lings and some mining time down here, he would be winning the game right now, but he did. He's delayed this base immensely. If he had a ton of mutas right now instead of, 1, he'd be in a better spot, obviously. Okay, now we got a decent flock of them. 4 is better than 1. But now we've got turrets up, and now they have to get out. So, I don't know about this from Soma here. Third base sneaking up behind the mini-map, which isn't really sneaking it because Light doesn't have one of those obscuring his view. Actually, I lied. He totally does have a mini-map obscuring his view, but that's not how it works. So, we +1 attack, as I said, on the way. It takes a while to come in here. Turrets, 2 of them inside the natural base. I don't need really more than that. It's not a heavy investment into Mutalisks, at least not so far. You can select them and see how many there are, and you're like, okay, now there's 8. There's a 9th one in production. The dance. The tango on display here is very fun. Lings, couple of them joined the party. They do help kill a Marine there. That's good. 31 to 20 workers. Light's looking fine. Got a factory. Does he get an armory? I'm going to keep an eye on that on the production tab for sure. Zerg player, this feels like a safety sunken drone position for me. You getting a safety sunken, sir? Is that your plan today? Because perhaps it is. Perhaps that's what you're here for. And it is a safety sunken. Third base, undefended entirely. Mutas into the main base, parking in a position where you can't really get out of here too easily. But we're killing Marines. Wow. +1 is done, and these Mutics are feeling their oats. Yeah, sniping the guy, building a starport. Oh, no armory. But I'm not sure we're going to get up to starport today if Light keeps taking damage like this. Look at this. He's just winning fights inside the main base. He kills another SCV trying to rebuild or trying to resume construction on that starport. He gets out of there, taking a few turret hits, but nothing really kills him that way. More Mutas in production. Soma thinks he can win this thing with Muta. He's not getting a Hydro Den, folks. He is smelling blood in the water right now, and I don't know if that's the right move. Light's looking good, right? Still got 29 SCVs. The triple turret's getting shot after shot after shot after shot. Yeah, he's got 5 turrets at this base now, not just the simple 2 we had earlier. He is building more in response to how many Mutalisks there are. It's a full stack of them. I told you that Soma is the only player I've seen just beat down a Terran player in a 15, 16-minute game with just Mutalisks and Lings. No Lurkers, no Defilers, no Hydras, no nothing. Just Lings and Mutas. Soma is the Muta King, in my opinion. I know Jaedong is very good. I know Hero's very good. I know there's a lot of players that are very good at this, but we're talking about Soma kind of being in a class of his own, but Light's done this before. Light's played against Soma a lot. He knows what this guy wants to do. He probably recognizes the barcode with the 1 at the end there. Lings, sniping, turrets is humongous. 2 of the turrets die. The 3rd turret goes down to this side of the mineral line, is extremely exposed. Trying to hold off as much as he can here is Light. He's killing Marines. He's killing Mutalisks, and Marines are dying at the same time. Injured Mutalisk, but they have +1. Again, they're feeling feisty. They're feeling extremely strong, as they should. Snipe. Everything be sniped. Factory, making it so you can't target the missile turrets directly, but Glaveworm Bounce will hit the turrets anyway from that factory, but he's not really doing it. Yeah, this is Soma smelling blood in the water, saying, I don't need to do anything else. I'm doing great. Scans in, sees nothing interesting down here, doesn't even see that sunken. That creep got canceled. He's back into the same spot again. He got turrets covering this area, sort of. I mean, a lot of Mutas died, in all fairness. He sees the science vessels. He sees the blinking science facility. He says, yes, definitely. Irradiates are coming. I'm not worried about it. I'm making 4 more Mutalisks. I've got a huge stack here. I might remove some of the ones that are injured. Yep, there you go. Remove some of the ones that are injured. Get the 11. Get the Overlord in the group. And that's why we don't get Overlord speed at this stage, is because the Overlord inside the control group was what lets you stack. I mean, it's maybe not that one, but finally Soma decides, all right, I need a Queen's Nest. Wait, did he just get a Hydra Den? As I've said before, if you get the SCV count below 20, Terrans sometimes just straight up tap out. He's got the Hydra Den, he's got the Queen's Nest. So this pressure has been insanely good. He's really kept Light inside his own base for 12.5 minutes. Okay, there was the one attack out that did quite a bit of work, and he's pushing out now. He's got Irradiates in case the Mutas come back. He's bringing Irradiates with him. He's like, you don't have Lurkers yet. You made so many Mutalisks. You have no chance. There's an Irradiate. There's a split. It's not great. I think Soma was trying a technique that didn't really work out for him. And, no. Oh my gosh, is Soma dead? These Mutas need to win because the Lurker aspect is not done yet. Sunkens alone are not going to hold this many dudes. Light is recognizing what's happening. He's being slowed by the Mutas. He's being slowed by that Overlord. But all of a sudden, here he is. Sunken 1. Oh, don't make me laugh. Sunken dead. Yeah, Muta's on the defense. Nope, that's not going to work. And Light wins game 1 of our sneaky 2 for what an incredible game from him. Soma's trying to bully him and bully him and bully him and bully him and just taking so many SCVs down, killing turrets, delaying construction on things like starports. And it doesn't matter. Light gets up here, says, I got 1-1, I got Stim, I got Irradiate, it's done, let's go. You made so many Mutalisks, you can't possibly have Lurkers yet. And he was right. Didn't have Lurkers yet. It's a tiny, tiny window wherein the Zerg player did not have Lurkers yet. Another 10 or 15 seconds and Lurkers would be here, and it'd be much harder for Light to break in. But he read the timing. He saw exactly what he needed to do. He got harried and harassed a little bit by the Mutalisks, which slowed him down quite a bit. But that's okay. Totally fine. Whew. Amazing stuff. All right, so that was fun. That was a lot of fun there for game 1. Light gets the win against Soma. Soma thought he could win with Mutalisks. No, you can't actually. That was insane. 50,000 to 45,000 on the score there. Outproducing the Zerg, getting outkilled by the Zerg. Similar numbers there. Structures raised, 8-3, turrets mostly. The outspend by the Zerg was pretty good. but only about 2,000 resources, a little bit more than that in 13 minutes. Not going to get it done. Not when you don't have lurkers. Mutas are not good at defense. Mutas are an offensive weapon, and bruh. Good stuff. Can he get revenge in game number 2? Let's find out together. Stick with it, and tap that like button. Click it. Hype the video if you haven't. Game 2, back on Polestar. Bottom right, white, Terran, light. Bottom left, brown, Zerg, Soma. Very similar to the last game, except it was purple for light in game number 1. So, can Soma get revenge here in this sneaky twofer Patreon cast of the week? Let's find out together. Shall we? He relied a little bit too heavily on Mutalisks there. Delayed the Hydroden. He thought he could win with Mutas. He's like, oh, I gotta transition out of this. Light is not dying to these Mutalisks. And then by the time he transitioned, it was too late. That's what happens when you play Light, man. He defends. He knows when to attack. He's got incredible micro. Wah, says Soma. I don't know what wah means. And again, Overlord scouting the wrong way. It's a small thing, but it can mean a lot. Overlord scouting the right direction on Polestar can mean you can see the front door of the Terran player, check what he's doing without having to get Lings out there, which are a little bit squishier and more liable to die than the Overlord is. So just the fact that the Overlord is all the way up here finding nothing totally sucks. I love this busted Pulsar gun here, Pulsar weapon. Somebody destroyed that thing. There are people who have made UMS maps where there's a Pulsar gun that actually fires Yamato shots. Because in-game, that model of the Pulsar beam, whatever, never actually does anything. It's just kind of for show. So they make it shoot shots that are Yamatos, which we do see in UMSs that we play during the live streams here on the channel. So if you want to see weird stuff that UMS people are coming up with, check it out. Somebody came up with an entire Metal Slug clone inside of UMS. It's a side-scrolling shoot-'em-up with 4 players at a time fighting against bosses and enemy spawns and picking up weapons and stuff. It's kind of crazy. Like, what people have managed to do inside StarCraft over these years is really impressive. So check it out. Come do a live stream sometime. I do them Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Sometimes more often than that, but for the most part, that's when it happens. So come say hi. I'll say hi back. I read my chat. I know some people get so much chat they can't read their chat, but that's not me. I'm not big enough. I just got 70,000 subs, folks. I am not big enough that my live streams are just nothing but craziness. So drone scouting out. He's like, I really need to know what's going on here because there's nothing happening here. Steve the SCV hasn't found any Zerg either. And again, the barracks inside the main. I guess that's just safe against an early pool, yeah? But at this point, it was a hatch first, so doesn't have to be too worried about it. He scans in, scouts in, and says, oh, thank goodness. It was a hatch first, and then as soon as he scouts it, bam, command center starts. That's exactly what's going on here from Light. Lair coming in, 2 minutes and 54 seconds. No gas yet from the Terran, so not going to be a mech opening, no fast factory at all. And yeah, drone just doesn't have any knowledge of what's going on at all. Did he just give up? I feel like he scouted cross spawn and then was like, huh, well, whatever. The Lings will scout now. Yeah, that's what it is. The Lings are out. It's a late scout. We're going to see the Marines and go, oh, maybe I need more than 2 Lings. Oh, good, I've got 4 Lings. SCV wants a scout, but no, Lings are going to deny that one like happened in the previous game. Did deny that scout, which is pretty freaking awesome. Metabolic boost on the way again, not skipping it. Soma likes his speedlings. They did help a little bit. They killed a couple turrets. Yeah, 4 Marines out on the map. Are you really committing to this is what Soma's wondering now. Are you honestly going to come across the map? And then Steve says, as long as you're distracted by the Marines, I'm going to come in and give it a quick scout if you don't mind. Sees the Spire coming up at 4 minutes. A little bit less than 4 minutes because, of course, with the hatch first, about faster. And then Lings, oh, slipped through the gap, killed both of these Marines, and gets in for a full scout. Dude. All right. This Ling sees the 2 racks, sees the gas, knows there's an academy, sees that anyway. Knows it's not mech, doesn't have to build a safety sunken at all, can just go into 2 gas, can go into the Spire, can go into everything he needs to. He knows exactly what this is. And that is such a huge win for Soma. He needs wins like that if he's going to win this game, because we're talking about Light here, folks. Light is a monster. Everybody knows it. He very much could win ASL 21. Again, at the time of this casting, he's alive. By the time you see this, he's probably dead or he's won ASL 21. SCV finally dies, but got the information he wanted. Saw the third hatch. Saw the spire. Saw no Hydroden. I'm not being tricked. This isn't somebody going into Spire when the SCV is here, canceling it, and then building a Hydroden. Nope, this is Mutalisks. This is Engineering Bay. And this is the anti-air of all anti-airs. We're not going to build anything that can't shoot up, except for SCVs for a while now. I guess medics can't shoot up, but they support people that can, gosh darn it. And by people, I mean Space Marines, who are mostly convicts. I guess they still count as human, whereas Space Marines in Warhammer are not exactly human. They're more meta-humans. They're more made in a lab humans. I mean, generally born to a human mother, but they're so genetically changed and configured in so many different ways. Like, they have 2 hearts. Is that a human thing? No. They have their emotions really stunted. Is that a human thing? No. I think got 2 sets of lungs as well. They're just really, really redundantly hardy things, Space Marines in Warhammer. These are just dudes in power armor suits, right? There's a difference here. And convicts, no less. They're pretty much unwilling participants in this war. Although, I guess, I don't know, like, Jim Raynor's not exactly an unwilling participant, right? He's just a guy who's a magistrate, gets involved in the war. Is he leading convicts? Is he like the goody two-shoes and the convicts all hate him? I'm trying to figure this out, actually. Guess that's what Tychus Finley is in StarCraft 2, huh? Anyway, enough talking about lore. We are Ling and Muta busting in here hard. Wow. Got their pound of flesh, the Lings did, but I'm not sure that's enough damage for 6 Mutas to clean it up. Especially with these guys have the range and the stim, and they've got turrets backing them. But that was a massive engagement. Third base coming up, low ground, top left spawn. +1 attack coming in for the Mutas again. Not too far away, but will be farther than Soma wants it. Excuse me. Soma, man, this guy, he loves his Mutalisks more than anybody else. Look at him not making a Hydroden. Not making a Queen's Nest. Okay, he just fired up a Hydroden. I guess maybe he reconsidered after last game. Kind of went poorly for him. He said, I should get lurkers a little bit sooner than, 13 minutes, which is exactly when he did manage to get them. So Hydroden coming in, there's already done. Lurker aspect not going to take that long to get to. Yeah, just taking shots. Like I said, Mutastacking is hard. We notice when the Mutastack is working because it's really effective. But when you dodge in there and don't get a shot off and nothing dies and all you do is get shot in the face by bullets, it sucks. There you go. That's a couple successful attacks. So third base is up. There's a Marine working on it, though. Hey, this guy scouts it out. Says, low ground. Are you kidding me? I'll kill this hatchery by myself. Just imagine one lone Space Marine looking up at a towering hatchery and firing his gun at it. Little semi-automatic burst fire weapon. Like, I can kill this eventually. Just need an extra 3 months. I'll get there, I promise, squad leader. Queen's Nest. No. Scanning in, seeing the Hydroden. Seeing the Queen's Nest. So he knows, all right, window is now. Let's try to get there before lurkers show up. I'm not sure that we can with these mutas and the +1. And they keep whittling down our Marine count like absolute jerks. Hive's on the way. This is a much better game from Soma. A much safer game. A much less all-in game from him. Although, again, I've seen him win with Ling Muta. He doesn't need to get into Hive to win a 15-minute TVZ. He's one of the few Zergs I've seen that can pull that off. So Muta's now just buying time. Lurker aspect is done. No lurkers in production, a little bit surprisingly, but there's not a lot of minerals here from Soma. I guess he has to make the Hydras first anyway, and he does make the Hydras first. Some over here, some down here. Lurkers coming in. One lurker in production. And the thing about Marines with medics is you take damage, and the medics will heal you up. Wow, just jumping on it? Soma? I don't know about that. Yeah, reinforcing dudes, making sure, no, not okay. Light being very careful. He knows all he has to do is walk across the map, and if he gets there on top of that third base, he wins. He made some tanks this time. Okay. So he used the factory he already had to make a couple tanks. Sometimes we see vultures added into this mix for spider mines, but seems to be liking tanks recently. Ling counter. Okay, Ling Muta counter attack while Light's away. Bunker's not done. Bunker's gonna finish, but Ling's into the main base. Muta's into the main base. Trying to take down turrets. The Lings are helping with that immensely. Marines popping out of racks and dying immediately. Down this way we go. But there are lurkers now. But there are siege tanks and science vessels. What a great timing attack here from Light. He's got tanks. He's got science vessels. He's got detection. He's got irradiate if necessary. If the Mutas dart back in, he can irradiate them. And the lurkers can't hang here. They can't stack against siege tanks because the splash will kill them all. This base is going to die. The Mutas catch the irradiate on the backside, take a lot of damage. Very injured Mutalisks on the line here, trying to take out some of these tanks, but Marines getting shots off the whole time. This natural base is down. It's 162 supply. Light says, hey, what if I just showed up with tanks when you have lurkers, but before your defilers are ready? How does that sound? And someone says, no thanks, GG. Wow, Light goes 2-0 against Soma in a very impressive showing of how to play TVZ. That was amazing. Like, that was a truly, truly incredible showing of how to play TVZ there from Light. In the first game, he recognizes when lurkers are coming, hits there before lurkers show up. In the second game, he's like, I can't get there before lurkers arrive. But if I get some tanks, I can kill the lurkers, and then before the defilers show up, I can kill the Zerg player, because all he's got are mutas now. And again, a Zerg player with only mutalisks on defense is going to die 99 times out of 100. Yeah, these tanks putting in work. 4 kills, 2 kills, 3 kills. Some of these Marines have 0 kills. I'm not sure what they've been shooting at, but, 1-1-3, whatever, it's fine. +1/+1. Tanks got Siege. That was a timing attack with Siege. Getting further upgrades behind it. And, yeah, just the racks count. 2, 4, 5 racks, a factory, 2 starport, double engineering bay. Come across the map, and can I kill these lurkers before Darkstorm shows up? And the answer is yes. Yes, I can. That's so baller, man. Light is so good. Light is so good. Man, I love him. All right. Tons and tons of fun. That was a 37,000 to 46,000 point setup here in favor of the Light. In the result, he outproduced the Zerg and outkilled the Zerg, which is not easy to do, but the shorter the game is, the easier it is. 3 to 2 buildings raised, and the outspend here in just any amount of time. Outspending the Zerg is going to be fine. So that was a 2,000 resource outspend in 11 minutes. Got the victory. That's game 2. That's a 2-0 full straight up sweep in a best of 3. And that's a GG. All right, so that is going to be it from me. This has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, Twitch, Instagram, and TikTok, all on your social media places. You should check it out. If you're on social media, find some StarCraft in your doom scrolling. Just search Falcon Paladin and you'll find me there. It is falcon.paladin on Instagram, though. Anyway, thanks again for hanging out, and until next time, as always, enjoy the Patreon cast, and you take care of yourself.
Yeah.